Welcome to the recording of the Leading Sheep webinar on using EIDs in sheep. This webinar was presented on the 10th of May 2018 by Phil Holmes and Anthony Uren. This is part 3 in a series of short recordings from this webinar with Anthony Uren talking about the EID equipment he uses on Congai.
Over time, I've used a multitude of different electronic identification systems or tags. We've got the Victorian shear weld tags, the early Allflex tags, there's some leader tags there. We're currently using the Allflex wraparounds that come in a roll of 20 or 25. Just with the numbers, I've found the retention rates to be good and their ability to get across a lot of sheep quickly has prompted me to head down that path. If you look at the photo on the right, we can see the basic equipment needed for collecting that data. Most of us have got an indicator of some sort and a wand. Those of us who have cattle enterprise, it's nearly impossible to run an enterprise without that. So a lot of us have got that equipment on hand. We've got a barcode reader and a little printer here that prints off the electronic identification tags for us at shearing. I've just put a few photos into here just to describe the system and how it works. So some of you, I'm sure this is known to most of you, but I'll go through it anyway. As a sheep is dragged out onto the board, the tag is read with the wand. That printer prints off the barcode. The rouseabout collects the fleece, takes the tag across to the scales. They're placed on the scales, and on the other side is the barcode reader, which links that fleece weight to the indicator. The fleece is then skirted and heads across to the Laserscan. So we do our testing in shed. Makes for a bit of congestion, but it's the most efficient way for us to do it. So we see down here, there's a little, it's quite difficult to see, but there's a core sampling machine. A core is taken from the fleece after it's skirted, goes into this little gadget here where the fibre is washed, and then it comes across and is dumped into a little laser scan here, which I'm sure most of you have seen, reads the micron. And the benefit we also try and achieve is to add value to our collecting. There's a screen there that's visible to the wool classer, and he can, as the fleece comes around, he can read that identification number, match it to the micron that's on the screen, and we can use that to class fleeces as well, to try and get a bit of extra value out of that data. It's costing us around $1.20 to measure each sheep. The other vital piece of equipment to our system is an Autodrafter. Now, I would reiterate that this is not an essential piece of equipment, but when you've got numbers, I think it's easily justified. So I run a RAM power index on all that data collected across the total drop, and they're ranked from the highest to the lowest. I refine that data, so take out a lot of the guff that we don't need just to make the drafting process quicker. I upload that into the true test indicator. We put our drafting parameters in, whether I want to take off the bottom 10%, the bottom 20%, or those below a certain value. I can put all that in there and away it goes. And it's a very efficient and easy way for us to go about drafting the animals. As I say, it's not an essential piece of equipment, but with larger numbers, I think it's quite easily justified.
Thank you for watching this part of the recording from the Leading Sheep webinar on using sheep EIDs. If you have any questions or would like more information, please visit the Leading Sheep website, www.leadingsheep.com.au.